as a mother and my child, I don't understand the blessing because children are worries. You worry. You worry 24/7.
Hold on.
You worry.
I don't want marriage. I don't want kids.
And I support them. The whole point of us having children in life is just to supply. Because to multiply. That's all it is. That is really.
Is she trying to rage rate me?
Switches their mood the fastest? Who thinks they're always right? Who always says they have nothing to wear with a closet full of clothes? Who hates to spend their own money?
Duh.
Who acts grown but still needs help picking out their clothes? Who's always late? Who always has their phone on D&D?
Oh, you. No.
Who always wants to DoorDash?
You. Oh, I
Who's
never order
attached
food.
to their phone the most?
You cannot even say. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of AWA Voices. It's your girl Yewande.
And I am Abimbola.
Your favorite mother-daughter duo. Did you miss us? Because we missed you. Welcome back, Pookies. I can't believe you're trying to say that I DoorDash more when you literally order food 24/7.
I do not order food 24/7.
You'd rather order food than cook. Got you there, huh?
Yeah, because I've got adult money.
Oh, weird.
I got you there.
Okay, cool.
You don't have adult money.
Yeah, but you have adult money.
Yeah. So that's why I can order.
Exactly.
I don't cook. I don't clean. Let me tell you, I got his ring. I don't have a ring.
Exactly. That's what
But
no,
yeah. But who always put their phone on D&D? It's you.
My phone
your
is never on D&D. I'm not a D&D bandit. Your phone is on D&D. And you know this. Your phone is on D&D. You don't even let other people who aren't your immediate family reach you.
Anyways.
And why is that?
Because I can't be bothered. I can't be asked. They're just going to call me and chat random shit. I'm not in the mood. People like to just, when you give people access to you and they feel like they can call you and then they start chatting. And then sometimes I'm like, bro, I can't just cut the phone because then that would be considered rude or disrespectful. So I'd rather just put you on D&D and you're not going to be on my favorite. That way, if you call me, it never rings true. And if it eventually rings true, obviously that would be after your 50th try.
Yeah.
Then I would just look at you and ignore you. Because then when it rings and I didn't pick it, then your brain would eventually tell you after a while, like, okay, I think this guy is not picking my calls on purpose. And you stop calling because that means you're not important.
Why don't you want to talk to your people?
Well, it depends on the people. People that I want to talk to are on my favorite.
Period. That's
Everyone
why
else.
my calls always come through because I'm your number one. Literally.
No.
I'm not even my mother's second daughter. I come second to nobody. Period.
If that helps you sleep at night.
Trust me, I do sleep great.
If that narrative helps you sleep.
What? I'm number one. The one of one.
Okay.
The blueprint.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh gosh. Am I not?
You're the one talking.
Okay.
So keep talking.
Because you saying, okay, like you don't agree.
I am number one in my own life.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
And I said I don't come second to my mother because
no
I'm
one
not
comes
even my
first besides
second.
me. Exactly. Yeah, no one comes first in my life besides me. I come first. I always say this to all moms. Make sure you come first before your children. Oh yeah, I come first in my life. A lot of people always go, oh my God, Abby, that's selfish of you. Yeah, I am selfish. I gave this motherfuckers my coochie to come out of.
You didn't give it to us, first of all. So please, anyways, cut
to
that
come
out.
out of.
You didn't give it to us because you're the one who took it, actually. That's why we're here.
Well,
So,
I volunteered it for
no,
you
it
lot to
wasn't
come through to
volunteer.
this world.
It wasn't volunteer.
I
because-
volunteered it for you guys to come
No,
into this world.
It wasn't volunteer.
So anything else, I am sorry, but I'm not sorry.
yeah.
I come first in my own life. I've given too much. I'm not giving anymore. I come first in my own life.
Oh, God.
And then the kids come next. Kids, they come plural, all of them
That's
together
so
at
funny
once.
because a lot of people these days, they're like, so like, I don't want marriage. I don't want kids.
And I
don't
support
want-"
them.
And you know what? I agree because there's so many TikTok videos I see and like the woman is always having to take care of one herself, the house, possible kids, and then take care of the person.
And imagine some women that are married, they also have to take care of their husbands sometimes.
Yeah.
Their husbands are like, another baby on its
baby on
own.
its own.
Nah,
Oh,
these are the
no
lies.
time
These are the
for
things they don't
that.
tell us. when back in our own days, that's why I like your own generation. Your generation, you guys are like, well, there's some people in my generation too that don't want, that they're not having kids. They choose not to, and some choose not to get married, and some chose to get married, but both partners though choose not to have kids, which I feel like that's a good thing. You know what you want out of life. And like I'm saying, your generation, I like your generation for that one thing. You guys stand on business. My own generation, we believe that you have to have a child because children are blessings.
Yeah,
that part, as a mother and my child, I don't understand the blessing because children are worries. You worry. You worry 24/7.
Hold on.
You worry. So the blessing part, I really don't understand it. Is it that, seeing them grow up? I feel like the blessing part in my own definition is watching your children grow and succeed in life. I think that's the blessing. But succeed does not mean they have to do it for me. They're doing it for themselves. To me, I think that's what I consider the blessing. But the typical African meaning of the blessing is, your child will buy you stuff, do things for you, give you money, give you stuff. I think that's what they I don't know. I think that's what they consider as the blessing. And to me, what if your child don't make it out alive, bro? What if your child don't? Your child is struggling and doesn't make it?
I feel like a blessing is more in the sense of like, it's a privilege and an honor to actually be a parent. I don't think that it's like anybody can do, because anybody can give birth. Well, not anybody. There's some people who can't, whatever reasons it is, biologically they can't give birth, whatever the situation is. But not everybody can be a parent, and not everybody can, like, just be a parent. So it's a blessing in that sense. That's like, this is something that like has been ordained and given to you and has happened to you, that it is a blessing, not just because of what you will reap after the child is grown up or just the life journey. So what
exactly is that blessing?
Like the life journey, the laughters you guys are gonna share, the memories you're gonna make, the memories you're gonna encounter, the things you're gonna do.
Those are the blessings.
Like
then.
that in itself, having somebody, a lifelong companion, basically. Like your kids are gonna be your forever until however.
Well, that's subjective, because obviously kids are gonna grow up and get married.
Yeah,
and when they get married and start having children of their own or families of their own, obviously that family becomes primary.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, your mom never stops being your mom.
Of course, that never stops. But then obviously that relationship does not go on like that anymore, like it used to be anymore, which is okay, which there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm trying to say is the whole point of us having children in life is just to supply. To multiply. That's all it is. That is really.
Is she trying to rage rate me? Because I've literally heard child side.
Yeah, but it's true. It's just to multiply. Like, look at me now. I got 4 of you guys. In the next 100 years, your children might not know me. They might know of me, like, pictures. Your children.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, not your children. Sorry, your children. They will just go, we have a grandma that was a baddie, or we have a grandma that was.
But you don't know your grandma's grandma.
Yeah, but then I don't think about them. So your children are not going to think about me.
because you're not your immediate
but
family.
But what I'm trying to say is, in the next 100 years, I will be gone. I'll be wiped out.
Yeah, but they're not your so my children's children are not going to be your immediate family. I'm your immediate family. So
yeah, I understand.
I'm your blessing, not my children's children.
Yeah, I get it. So that's where I mean, we give birth just to multiply. That's it. Nothing else.
Right.
Because then I've given birth to you and your siblings. You lot are going to do your own thing. Give birth to your own children.
Yeah.
Your children are going to give. So me now, I'm demoted. Because even though I was the tree. Do you get it? Even though I was the tree that was bringing out that brought out the initial branches.
Yeah.
But at some point, my own tree is pushed to the back, which I'm not upset or mad about it. But it's just, that's how it is. So that's why I say giving birth to children is just to multiply in this world. Nothing else. That's literally what
in this world, man.
Yeah, well, now there's too many of us, so we need to cross our legs, please. Thank you.
Honestly.
Pretzels, please.
That's enough.
It's enough. It's enough. Let's clear the people around for now. And then we'll try again.
We'll try again later.
We'll try again in 10 decades.
Oh my gosh, you know how many babies were born this year? Way too many.
There's a lot of babies born this year. And one thing I always say to people that are giving birth lately is, do it one and done. And I always say something to women: have the amount of children you can take care of. Because a lot of people always go, I'm going to get married. I'm going to marry once. I'm going to marry right. Me and my husband, we do it. Anything can happen. I was having that conversation as well with my hairstylist earlier on today. I'm like, listen, one and done or two and done, depending on where you live in the world and how you make money, your financial pocket. Because the more you have, the more stress. And that's the honest truth. And I know it sounds selfish of me because I've got 4 of them. See the knowledge I have right now? If I come back to this world again with this same knowledge, one and done. Or none at all.
I always said you should have stopped at me anyways.
I'm glad I did it.
Ugh.
I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did not.
Bye.
I am glad I did not.
You would have stopped. You wish you stopped at me. Like,
I am so glad I did not.
You're just saying that right now because you're trying to, be a hater. But
I'm not being a hater.
Okay, maybe stop that Joshua at least.
I could have stopped that Joshua.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I could have stopped that Joshua. I love the twins, but I could have stopped that Joshua.
Yeah.
But you alone, I'm glad I did not.
Why not?
Yeah, one day. Have you seen yourself?
Yeah, I'm that girl.
I always say to you, if
coming.
you were not my child, you know what I always say to you?
Yes, likewise.
You would have been written off long time ago.
Whatever, because
sometimes your attitude is stinky.
I get it from my mama.
No, you did not.
Trust me, I did.
No, you did not get attitude from me.
I think that at the end of the day, I feel like there was this video that I saw on TikTok, and it was like, people who want to have pregnant and deciding or choosing to have kids or had the kids or whatever, like it's kind of like selfish of them because it's
I don't see anything selfish. I hate that word.
Yeah.
When I see people go, what are they selling? What fish are they selling?
What?
What fish? What fish are they selling?
Because it's selfish. Get it?
Because how is that selfish?
Your head now.
Because how is that selfish? Someone chose not to want to have a child. You said it's selfish. Selfish to who?
No, it's people who choose to have children when it's like they're so like it's like you could be more woke about the situation of what it is to actually.
You can't say that's
have
selfish
a child.
either.
Yeah,
that's not selfish.
That's
People
not
who
selfish.
choose, who are they selfish to?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going to be looking after the child for me.
No.
You're not. I'm not coming to you with my problem for you to feed or clothe my children. And if you want to say, some mothers that get benefits, because we all pay taxes one way or the other. So darling, you're not the only one paying tax. Okay, sit your 10,000 £10 ass down, please. Come on. How much are you paying a month tax? Sit it down. Like we all pay tax. Okay, like. Because I think that's one of the reasons people always go, people that have children are selfish. They have plenty more. What I would say is having multiple children, though, again, that's everybody's choices. Choose to do whatever it is you want to do with your cuckoo or coochie or whatever you want to call it. But if I didn't have twins, I wanted just 3 kids. But the third one became third and fourth. So that's how I ended up having 4. I wanted 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. That's what I wanted, or 2 girls and a boy. But the third one became two babies, third and fourth, and I ended up with 4. But like I was saying earlier, having the knowledge I have right now, if I was to have it coming back to this world again, my legs are going to be folded.
Yeah,
I am not having any
agree.
babies.
Having the knowledge you have right now, I know I'm not going there unless it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's just too much responsibility.
You're not even ready to be a mother.
I'm not ready to be. I can't even be a pet mom right now.
You're not even ready. I'll be so shocked if you're pregnant or try to have a baby. I'll be so shocked.
Like, it's a lot. Like, I'm just, call me selfish. I don't care. Like, I don't
think it's selfish.
Me.
It's just you are enough for yourself for now.
Mm-hmm.
In future. But another thing that I hate seeing is when a woman gets married. And the first thing they want to do when a woman gets married and she just wants to have a baby for the man.
Ugh.
Women do that a lot.
That's dumb.
Very dumb. You don't have kids for men. Men, 90% of men do not want to be a father. They just want a free smash every night. Something there next to them that they can smash every night.
Damn.
That's what men want when they choose to get married to you.
Okay.
That's what majority men want. Because they know, they don't understand, most of them don't understand the feelings of carrying a baby because they could never. So they don't get it. But when a woman now meets a man, I was speaking to someone recently that she was like, oh my God, I want to have another baby. And I'm like, wait, have you discussed, because with the first baby that you have with your partner right now, you're doing 89% of the job. And then you want to have another baby. Why? And then she was like, oh, because her partner has been asking her for another baby. I said, well, he's asking you for another baby. I said, why is he asking you for another baby? Because the one you have right now, you're doing 89% of the job. So why does he? I said, the first one, he never even asked, remember? And the person was like, yeah, that's true. So I said, why is he asking for another baby? And then she now went in depth to tell me how, obviously, since they've had a baby, they have to sleep protected, have sexual intercourse with protection. But obviously, if they were trying, then they don't have to use protection.
Oh, so he just doesn't want to wear a condom. Is he for real?
Thank you.
Is he for real?
Thank you. So when he said it to me, I said, now you see what I'm saying. Majority men just want to smash as much. So now he's disturbing you for a baby because he's tired of wearing condoms. He doesn't want to wear them rubbers. So he's asking you for a baby and a second baby. But then the one at hand is only 89% involved. Like, don't be daft, ladies.
This is another reason why I just can't, like,
don't be daft.
Right now,
ladies.
I feel like it's not even just kids. It's relationship. Like, it's too much responsibility to be having to be thinking.
And the thing is, that responsibility will be for your for the rest of your life. I recorded a video of Tiana the other day. I was doing the twins. They were getting ready for school, so I was helping Tiana with her hair, and Chris was like combing his own hair. And then Joshua too was combing his hair in the mirror because obviously they leave for school almost around the same time. And I was asking them questions like, oh, how many kids would you like guys want to have? And Joshua was like, I don't know, something like you, mom. Maybe I would like to have 3 or 4 kids like you, mom. And I was like, well, that would depend on your partner. It's not you to decide because... I don't know. At the end of the day, you're not the one carrying it. And then Chris was like 12. I was like, shut up. Me, I definitely know you. You're not even going to have one child just yet because you are the babyest of the baby.
Right.
And then Tiana shocked me. I recorded the video on my phone. And she looked at me. And for some reason, I don't know why I decided to record that day while I was talking to them. So it wasn't like I planned to record it. I don't know. Anyways, Tiana looked at me and Tiana was like, I don't want to have any kids, mom.
Yeah. Period.
And I was like, huh? And I said, is there any reasons why you do not want to have kids? And she went, kids are selfish. All they think about is themselves. They finish the food in the house. You have to spend so much money on them and they are very ungrateful.
Oh, so she knows about herself.
Well, she knows about all of you. And then, so I now looked at her. I looked at Tiana. I was like, girl.
Clock that tea.
Like, girl. Like, you do realize I'm your mama standing in front of you and you're saying all of this. And she went, why are you looking at me like that? You chose to open your legs. I was like,
okay, well, there you go.
I was like, okay, girl, no, you coming for me.
No.
And then I was like, she was like, well, you open your legs. I didn't ask to be here. And I was like, girl.
And that's exactly what she means by kids are selfish. Because facts. And it's not like, oh, like, okay, obviously, when your kids are a lot older and let's just say they're just very, unconsiderate or whatever the situation is, that's that. But when they're still, like, I guess, like, still in that kid sense, like, kids are just naturally selfish. Not
very
because they
selfish.
not because they are selfish people. And
but one thing I have been doing, and I've been teaching so many other parents, just mirror them. Mirror your children back. I taught my sister in America that recently. And she was like, she called me the other day, she's like, Bimbola, advice in your walk. I was like, mirror them back. Because if you talk, they don't hear it. They just see you as a nagging parent. So just mirror them back. If they're being a BITCH, you be a BITCH Pro Max. Be a BITCH Pro Max. And watch them see themselves like, goddamn, like, bro, just mirror them back. Because that will help them see that, oh, this is how I've been acting towards my mom and it's not nice. And then they will recoup. Are you silenced or silenced?
Bye. In one, at the other.
Are you silenced or silenced?
This is not targeted at me. I got documents to prove that I'm not affected. Like, no, it's not
but
me.
honestly, these days, I don't. When people go, oh, they don't want to have kids, I'm like, good, I love the self-awareness out there these days. And again, like I said, I know a lot of people go, oh my God, you got 4 kids, though, you can speak. God, listen, if I can reverse time, let's just leave it there. Okay?
Yeah, leave it there.
Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. But that doesn't mean I do not love my children. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. But I'm just saying the knowledge I have right now, if I had it 20 odd years ago, I would make my decisions differently. Does that make sense? That's all I'm saying. Because we also live in a world now that is just so wicked. At the same time, as a parent, not even about the children being selfish or whatever, whatnot. It's just, as a parent, you're fearful 24/7. You worry about them, no matter the age. I've talked about this before in one of my TikTok videos. No matter the age, you worry about your children. And it's like you're constantly living in fear of the unknown, because you've got kids. And most especially when your kids are at the age where they can go out there and do their own thing, get on the bus, you're scared. That's the honest truth. Most mothers might not be able to say this out loud, but you're scared. Your worst fear is somebody calling you, or they found your child dead in a lake, or somebody stabbed your child. Or those are the things that goes through our mind, because we live in a Western world where shit like this can happen. So it's also the fear that comes with being a mother, not just the financial part, not just the emotional and mental part, is also the fear that comes with you, because no parent wants to bury their child. No parent wants to see their child, critically injured, ill, and you're helpless. You can't help them. You can't help yourself. You can't help them. No parent wants to see that. So that's where the constant worries come from. Does that make sense? Every parent, once they open your leg to have children, and you're like, oh my God, my child is going to grow up. He's going to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a plumber, a whatever. Those are all the good things we think about. We don't think about the bad things. But it's good to also consider those bad things too that could happen to our children. Because it's true, it could. People that is happening to them, do they have 10 heads? They don't have 10 heads now. So those are another factor, like the fear, the constant fear and worries is unending. It never ends until you die as a parent. It never ends. And who even knows, even when you die, who knows, maybe you still go and worry wherever you go over them. But you get what I'm trying to say though, the constant fear and worry. Sometimes when my children go out, like my son goes to boxing, I'm checking the time every minute. I'm checking the doorbell. I'm checking everything every minute. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, he's a black boy living in London. Well, not in London. We live in Essex. But then he goes to London to go and train and then comes back home. He's a black boy in Essex full of white people. You just never know. Do you get it? So those are the constant worries. Same with my daughters too. I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared. Like, I've got tiny daughters that they are tiny. They did not grow. Anyone can easily pick them up. So the fear of someone called me, oh my God, your daughter has been kidnapped, raped, and we found their bodies. Like things like that, you worry. Inshallah, that will never be my portion or my children's portion. But again, things that has to be at the back of your head as a parent. So when I see people say they don't want to have kids, they don't want to have to deal with being a mother, I'm like, you know what? I support you. And if you want to have kids as well, I also support you. I'm not against having kids or don't have kids. But what I'm saying is there's a lot that comes with being a parent. And I'm speaking from a mother's point of view. I'm not speaking from a father's point of view. Who knows what fathers go through? I'm just speaking as a woman right now. Fathers, I'm sure theirs is probably, I don't know, as worse as ours too, the way we think. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, these days when I see people saying they don't want to have children, I'm like, little sis, I'm right behind. I support you, girl. And if you want to have kids, I support you, girl. I ain't looking after that baby for you, though. I ain't baby. No, I've got my own that I'm worried. That's why I say, you guys, when you start having your children, don't think I'm going to be the present grandma. I would not. Because I am not doing this all over again. Oh, no. It's for you and your partners to do. And if you have amazing mother-in-laws or father-in-law, alhamdulillah. But me, I am out. I am in Dubai, shaking my yash on a yacht.
Period. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I have been Yuande.
And I am Abimbola.
And this was AWA
Voices.
Bye. See you in the next one.